5 zodiac signs with a heart of gold. They always do good deeds. There are people who shine even in the dark. Their deeds are like warm sparks that awaken goodness in others. No one forces them. They simply cannot pass by someone else's pain or silently watch injustice. Their hearts act faster than their minds. And among the signs of the zodiac, there are those whom fate has endowed with this rare gift, a golden heart. These people do not seek fame, do not flaunt their kindness, but the universe sees their every deed. Goodness responds to them, even when the world is silent. They have a special energy within them, bright, sincere, capable of changing the lives of others without any conditions. Today, I will reveal to you 5 signs whose hearts will never harden. They do good as if it were their destiny. Their path is not easy, but it is through trials that they become an example to the world. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new discoveries about yourself and those around you, because maybe you are one of those who are born to bring light. The first sign is Libra. Libras radiate an energy of harmony and balance that is immediately felt by those around them. Their every action is marked by thoughtfulness and a keen sense of justice. They do not seek recognition. Their good deeds come naturally, like the breath of air they share with the world. In communication, Libras always sense the state of another person and are able to instantly determine where support is needed and where it is better to remain silent so as not to disturb the inner balance. Their sensitivity is manifested in small things. They sense when someone needs a word of encouragement, a smile, or simply their presence. This sign has the ability to stop in time and see what is hidden from the eyes of others. Libras are able to unite people around a common goal, often without emphasizing their own role in the process. Their strength lies in their sense of justice, which manifests itself in everyday actions. They can quietly help an elderly neighbor carry a bag of groceries, organize support for friends in difficult situations, or resolve a conflict when compromise seems impossible. Libras never do good for the sake of praise. Their inner compass always leads them to actions that make the world a fairer and warmer place. Their ability to see beauty in everything, even in the little things, plays a special role. In the form of a flower on the sidewalk, in the smile of a passerby, in a quiet evening where every sound matters. Thanks to this ability, they give people not only material support, but also a sense of inner peace. Libras often become the ones who help find balance in difficult moments in life. They are able to inspire others to do good deeds, not by interfering aggressively, but delicately, unobtrusively, like a gentle breeze that brings coolness on a hot day. Libras know how to listen and hear, which makes their actions even more effective. They do not rush to solve problems by force, but apply the wisdom that comes with experience of observing people. Their words and actions always convey a sense of tact and respect, which allows those around them to feel protected and important. This sign is never indifferent to the suffering of others, but knows how to act delicately so as not to cause harm. The inner generosity of Libras is manifested in their desire to improve the lives of others, not for their own gain, but out of pure intention. They know how to see when help is needed and in what form to provide it. Their actions may be completely invisible to outsiders, but their power changes the lives of those who receive support. Libras are able to create an atmosphere of trust and calm around themselves, where everyone feels heard and understood. Their ability to maintain balance is evident not only in their relationships with people, but also in their inner world. Libras choose to do good systematically, without emotional instability, without trying to impress or get something in return. This makes their actions especially valuable and reliable. They can support a project, help a colleague, or simply listen to a friend without expecting anything in return. Every step Libras take, even if it seems insignificant, carries the power of influence. Their natural ability to create harmony makes them a source of inner balance for those around them. They influence people, encourage honesty and openness, and inspire actions that make the world a better place. Libra is a sign that combines wisdom, sensitivity, and the ability to do good that is invisible but felt by everyone who receives it. The second sign is Scorpio. Scorpio is distinguished by its inner strength, which manifests itself in every action. Its kindness is not superficial, it is deep, tangible, and concrete. This sign does not do good for show or compliments. It acts decisively and precisely where its help is really needed. People feel this power and want to be around them because Scorpios know how to create an atmosphere of protection and reliability. They see what is hidden from the eyes of others, feel real needs, and know how to offer support at the right moment. In everyday life, Scorpios show their generosity in small ways that mean a lot to those around them. They are able to listen attentively, give advice, offer support, and sometimes even take on part of another person's problem while remaining invisible to outsiders. Scorpios do not seek recognition for their actions. Their goal is to provide real relief or help. They know exactly when to intervene and when their presence alone is enough. This sign is characterized by unique intuition, which helps them determine how good deeds will have the maximum effect. They are able to see potential in people and unlock it, directing their energy in the right direction. Scorpios support those around them in difficult situations and know how to motivate them to change, not by pointing it out directly, but delicately, through hints or by example. Their influence is strong and precise, like a ray of light piercing the darkness. Scorpio's generosity is also evident in the emotional sphere. They are able to create an atmosphere where everyone feels protected and valued. People who find themselves close to them during difficult times feel a support that cannot be bought or measured. Their help is not accidental, but a conscious choice to act where it really matters. They do good systematically and purposefully, always aware of the consequences of their actions. Scorpios are not afraid to take responsibility for supporting others. Their strength is not manifested in loud gestures or ostentatious actions, but in quiet, decisive, and unobtrusive intervention in the lives of those who need it. They are able to notice in time when a person needs attention, when a single word or gesture is enough to alleviate their condition. Every step they take is imbued with a deep understanding of human needs and inner strength. Scorpios' ability to sense the emotional nuances of those around them plays a special role. He understands that sometimes kindness lies not in direct help, but in a subtle influence that stimulates a person to make independent decisions and changes. His actions may remain unnoticed, but their effect is tangible. People receive strength, inspiration, and support without unnecessary words. Scorpio's inner world is full of strength and concentration. They know how to do good strategically and thoughtfully, ensuring maximum results without unnecessary fuss. Their actions are characterized by precision and depth. They are always relevant and appropriate. This sign is capable of turning difficult circumstances into moments of help and support, and does so without unnecessary demonstration. Scorpio leaves a mark on the lives of those they help, even if those around them do not always notice their contribution. They are capable of inspiring good deeds without words, setting an example and influentially directing the energy around them. This is a sign that knows how to do good in a concrete, profound, and tangible way while remaining invisible to outsiders. Its strength lies in the precision of its actions, its ability to sense the moment and the depth of its heart, which devotedly supports those in need. The third sign is Virgo. Virgo is distinguished by an incredible ability to notice details that remain invisible to others. Her kindness manifests itself through practical help and care that does not require praise or attention. Every action of Virgo is refined, thoughtful, and aimed at making the lives of those around her easier. She does not do good for effect or for public consumption. Her generosity is a natural part of her character, consistency, and attention to those around her. Virgo notices when someone needs support and is able to find the best way to help without interfering excessively or imposing her presence. Virgo's special quality is her ability to combine practicality and sensitivity. She is able to organize help in such a way that it is as effective as possible. Virgo can discreetly ease the worries of others, from systematizing a complex matter to providing emotional support at just the right moment. Her good deeds are not loud, but they change the lives of those who receive them. She knows how to create a sense of stability and confidence for those around her, even in chaotic or difficult circumstances. Virgo always observes the world around her, analyzes it, and senses where her help is needed. Her actions are precise and smooth. She senses the moment and context in which her support will be most useful. Virgo does not take blind steps. Her actions are thoughtful, logical, effective, and at the same time, warm. She is able to anticipate the consequences of her help and apply them in such a way that they bring maximum benefit. Virgo's inner strength manifests itself in her systematic approach and attention to detail. She is able to support people not only superficially, but also deeply, showing concern for their comfort, safety, and well-being. Virgo is able to create an environment where everyone feels valued and protected. Her help can be in the little things, organizing the process, giving accurate advice, observing the condition of others. All this makes the world more stable and harmonious. Virgo knows how to act without unnecessary emotional display, which makes her generosity especially valuable. She understands that true kindness is manifested in results, not in showmanship. Virgo does what needs to be done, and does it accurately, without expecting gratitude or praise. She is able to help a person become stronger, more confident, and conserve their resources and time. Her actions are always appropriate and meaningful to those who need support. This sign stands out for its ability to balance logic and empathy. Virgo can see a problem from all sides, understand people's emotions and needs, and find the best solution. She knows how to provide support in such a way that a person gets the maximum benefit and at the same time feels cared for. Virgo organizes, helps, observes, creating a spectacular and at the same time unobtrusive influence. Her generosity and kindness are evident not only in her actions, but also in her presence. People around Virgo feel stability and calm, and her ability to systematize and organize helps to avoid chaos and misunderstandings. Virgo is able to support and inspire without words. Her actions speak for themselves. She does good in a concrete, effective, and clear way, changing people's lives for the better without unnecessary demonstration, remaining a quiet force that can be relied upon in any situation. The fourth sign is Leo. Leo has a heart that glows from within. There are no cold places in it, no falsehood, only deep sincerity and the need to do good. There is no calculation in his actions. Even when he helps those who do not appreciate it, Leo does so out of inner dignity. It does not tolerate injustice and does not ignore the pain of others. Even when the whole world is silent, Leo will be the voice of truth. It has a special power. a combination of pride and tenderness that makes it an example for others. There is nobility in his every good deed, not ostentatious, but natural. The Leo does not seek applause, although his energy attracts people. They feel warmth next to him, as if the sun is touching their hearts. He can unite enemies, reconcile quarreling parties, and support those who have lost faith. And all this without unnecessary words, simply by his presence. Wherever the lion appears, darkness disappears. Not because he fights it, but because the light within him is stronger. In his heart lives the ability to forgive, even when the pain is deep. He can see a person behind their actions, feel that behind anger lies fear, behind coldness, disappointment. That is why Leo is able to support even those who have hurt him. His inner kindness is not weakness, but the highest manifestation of strength. He does not allow the world to make him harsh, even though he has been burned by his own trust more than once. When others turn away, Leo remains. He does not abandon those who need support. There is something of both a warrior and a healer in his nature. He doesn't just sympathize, he acts. And even if his help is invisible, it changes destinies. The Leo's small deeds conceal a great energy of goodness. When he protects the weak, when he lifts them up with a word, when he simply stands silently by their side. All this is a manifestation of his golden essence. People who meet Leo often do not immediately understand how deep his kindness is. Sometimes it is hidden behind pride, sometimes behind sharpness. But if you look deeper, you will find a tender soul that sincerely wishes peace for everyone. He rarely shows his emotions, but always sees more than he says. Leo is able to recognize pain in the eyes of others and silently take some of it upon himself. He does not tolerate humiliation, neither his own nor that of others. His strength lies in his ability to do good, even when it is not reciprocated. Leo does not measure the world by the yardstick of convenience. He knows that in the end, all the good he has given will return in another way. And even if life sometimes brings him to his knees, he rises with the same pride with which he gave light to others. That is why fate often gives him unexpected chances, new opportunities, and people who repay him with sincerity. His path is one of devotion and honor. Leo never looks for easy solutions, but always chooses the right ones. And although the world can be cruel, he does not allow himself to lose his humanity. In the darkest hour, when it seems that all is lost, it is Leo who reminds others that goodness is stronger than any fear. His golden deeds are not always visible, but they create an invisible wave of light that changes everything around him. This sign was born to inspire, heal, and lead. He asks for nothing in return because he has already received the greatest gift, the ability to love unconditionally. In a world where goodness is often perceived as naivety, Leo remains true to himself. He is not afraid to be soft, even when he needs to be firm. That is why his heart is golden, because it has withstood blows while retaining its warmth. And as he walks his path, the world around him becomes a little brighter. The fifth sign is Capricorn. Capricorn has a heart that glows with a quiet, disciplined fire, not from sentimentality, but from an unshakable sense of duty and humanity. His path is built on perseverance, not luck, and through every challenge he has learned compassion. His kindness is not loud, it is structured, reliable, and consistent. Capricorn rarely speaks about good deeds. He simply does them, as naturally as breathing. When he decides to help, his actions are deliberate, thought out, and often invisible to others, yet they leave an indelible mark. In a world where many promise more than they do, Capricorn is a rare example of integrity. He doesn't waste words. His strength lies in deeds. Even in moments of chaos, his presence brings stability. People instinctively trust him, feeling that behind his reserved appearance hides an unbreakable sense of justice and care. He is not the one who rushes to comfort with words. He prefers to act. His quiet reliability often becomes the invisible backbone for those around him. Capricorn's kindness is strength, not softness. He is unable to stand aside when someone suffers or loses direction. If he promises to help, he will go through the whole path until the problem is solved. Sometimes he supports others silently, not expecting praise or recognition, but his involvement changes everything. His influence may not be immediate, yet it always proves decisive. He possesses a rare gift, the ability to see what must be done when others hesitate. Where most people get lost in emotions, Capricorn finds the structure that restores balance. His help is precise, practical, and timely. He won't say, "Everything will be fine." Instead, he will take responsibility and make sure that it is. His kindness is built on logic and care at once. He knows that true support is not about pity, but about building strength. When others panic, Capricorn stays calm. His inner composure allows him to think clearly and act wisely. He doesn't look for recognition. Stability itself is his reward. People drawn to him feel that rare security, which comes only from someone who has mastered his own storms. Even if he seems distant, his attention never fades. He remembers every person he once helped, every promise he made. And when the moment comes, he returns, quietly, as if time had never passed. There is no place for hypocrisy in his soul. Capricorn believes that words mean nothing without proof. If he supports someone, it is completely and sincerely. His generosity is methodical. He gives not to impress, but to restore balance. One small action from him can rebuild faith in humanity. People rarely realize it at once, but his help often becomes the silent turning point of their lives. He carries within himself a deep sense of responsibility for others, as if the world entrusted him with keeping order. And in a way, it has. Capricorn is the one who holds the invisible line between chaos and structure. He knows that kindness sometimes requires firmness. He can deny someone in the moment, not from coldness, but from understanding that real help isn't always pleasant. When he gives, the world responds. The more he supports others, the stronger his own foundation becomes. His reward is inner peace, the knowledge that everything he touches gains form and meaning. Capricorn's path is not that of loud victories, but of silent endurance that heals. His heart of gold beats under layers of discipline and restraint, yet it shines through every decision he makes. His kindness is not romantic. It is real, grounded, and enduring. He turns uncertainty into order, weakness into stability, and despair into growth. Capricorn doesn't need applause. His satisfaction lies in seeing that what was once broken now stands strong again. And so, step by step, through his quiet loyalty and unwavering integrity, he carries light. Not like a flame that burns fast, but like a steady fire that warms for a lifetime.